Cool, so audio out of sync means that new camera angles. Hopefully this works a bit better. I guess to explain, I used to use like a webcam and an external recorder. And the reason for that is that I hate videos with a passion that talk and they have bad audio, so this little device really helped get some audio, but the webcam's rubbish and basically it doesn't necessarily sync very well when you try and bring in a video, like a visual from one piece of equipment and an audio from another, and they're falling out of sync. And I lined it up a few times, and on that last video that I did, it fell completely out of sync. It was on different time frames and all sorts of weird stuff, and I couldn't do anything about it. It would be in sync at the beginning, and by the end, completely out of sync. So, anyway, the reason that I did that was really that I wanted to do these as very quick pieces. I now have to set up a camera and all that sort of stuff, so it's painful. But yeah, I think, you know, as you progress, things change. Anyway, I'm going to split this video into two parts. First part is updates, and second part is kind of a little bit of a ramble and a talk about business things. First part is updates. So I realise with all this stuff, I'm going to talk about clients, and I don't want to name names, but I want to be as open as possible. I don't think naming names is the right thing to do, because it doesn't connect. Like, I don't want to, you know, I want to be as open as possible, and to do that, I don't want to name clients that I work with, because I don't think that's fair. So yeah, so it's going to be difficult to keep describing projects, and I don't want to give them all code names because that's just going to take too long. With that, secret project, which I can only call secret project because I can't talk about it. Edit's going okay. It's quite a difficult and long, complex process. However, the shoot that I was out on in my last video is already edited and approved by the client. And I guess I find that strange that in some cases edits will take a lot longer, and a lot longer for me to edit and then for me to get approvals. And for others, the client is really happy. Like that real estate one was like done out the door within a day. It's a very short video anyway, but then they really, you know, they're happy. They don't want any more changes, and I guess that's an advantage again of working with people on a regular basis. That's my, I'd say, fourth or fifth video with those guys, and yeah, I know what they want and it's easier to deliver. My last charity video shoot went well. We spent most of Sunday, it was Sunday morning, and we spent most of Sunday dodging the rain so that we could shoot. I'm really hoping we've got some good footage for those guys, and at the moment the challenge is actually finding some music that I think works for that particular piece. I've noticed a bit of a trend. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today, and I realised there's a bit of a trend with planning and execution, and more of success of execution. And I've noticed that the more projects are planned prior to going to shoot, the more success you have within an edit. And I know that seems stupid and is pretty common sense, but I spend a lot of time talking to my clients about how the fact that planning is important for them to successfully have a project delivered. And that point obviously isn't getting across enough. I've noticed that recently in the last, say, month, I've had 3 projects that have not gone to plan, and therefore the edit stage has been painful. And one in particular I want to pull out, not because it's the worst, but the client was very much like, we don't need a plan, we'll just tell you what to shoot, and then we'll, you know, it'll be easy from there. And they've now entered into an edit phase where they're commenting and basically having to do a lot of comments, a lot of changes. And I think that's because we don't have a plan to work to, and if we'd spent that time up front, then I think that project would have been more successful. So I've got to work on a way of getting people to work to plans more often. That's pretty much it for an update. I'm pretty much going to spend all week editing, which I enjoy in some aspects and I don't enjoy in others. I enjoy it because we get work done, we're getting it out the door. I don't enjoy it because it's sitting in front of computer screens, and it can really just feel like a constant grind. The advantage to constant grinds is when you get a job done, it feels good. So that's pretty much it for the update. I wanted to ramble roughly quickly about a couple of different things. One is from a business perspective. I have been working on, and I think I've spoken around, like kind of I keep calling it rebranding. It's not, it's more repackaging. So I'm dumping some old packages of work and bringing in new ones. I've completed now all of the paperwork for that. So that's stuff that people can download from the website and look at and understand what these packages are for. And I've also completed stuff like graphics that will be needed for the website. What I haven't done, and I've also finished scripting for the videos. What I haven't done is shot the videos. And actually that might be an interesting process to work behind with this sort of thing and show how that sort of happens. So there are two new packages, and they are testimonials and advertising. Two new packages, testimonial packages and infomercial packages. So that's where they stand. But as part of that, and kind of slightly different, I guess, I've actually been thinking that I need to shoot my own testimonials. I already capture sometimes, and probably need to get better, people speaking positively about the business, and I put that back out on my social media channels. But it would be good to have a series of videos of testimonials of people talking about the business. And I think that'd be good for a couple of different reasons. One, it's going to give me more content in my social media to basically market myself. Two, it will be a good way of advertising testimonial videos that we do. And three, I think if I can get people involved in their, like, bringing their testimonials in, as in like previous clients that I've worked with, it gives them more exposure. So there's a sell point for those guys to actually come on board and be a part of that. So next steps are to basically contact a bunch of people. I want to do a mixture of businesses, like as in types of businesses, both industry and actual type. And I mean that by like whether they're a sole trader or like a large multinational or whatever. Get some of those guys. I'm hoping to get like 5. Get them in front of camera, get them answering some pretty basic questions, some pretty basic testimonial questions that I would ask if I was shooting a testimonial package, and then edit that in with some footage that we've already got from their delivered project. The other piece is that I also want to shoot an advertising video advertising me, and I already have these, but what I don't have is me kind of at work. And I've shied away from these before for a few reasons. Those have been because I think there's a perception with people that you rock up with the type of cameras that I use, and I use like simple mirrorless cameras. They're quite small, and what they expect you to have is the big shoulder rigs and all that sort of stuff. Like I still use rigs, but I mean like the big news camera. Put a picture over the top of what I mean. There's a perception with people that when you shoot with these smaller cameras, the stuff that you turn out isn't as good. And I've tried to break that perception by just turning out good quality content. But I think I'm getting to a point where I do have enough equipment. I don't think the videos will look stupid. I also have found someone, and have worked with someone, and have someone working with me who I trust to work with me on this project. Because when I had this conversation with someone who said, you know, you have no video of you shooting video, I was like, who shoots the video of me shooting video? But I think I have someone, so that's a good and that's a nice step forward. Anyway, so to keep this video short, I'll basically be contacting business on the testimonial side of things, and I will be starting to push forward on this advertising. And I think it's only going to be a 30 to 45 second, very soft, very fluffy piece, but I'm kind of looking forward to having that. I think that will be a nice step forward for the business. The second thing I wanted to talk about was toning down work, and I've actually put this in behind the beard videos about toning down work, but I'm coming more and more to the conclusion that I think I'm very good at advertising videos, marketing videos, things that go on people's websites, short, sharp, develop a script, shoot it, edit it, get it out there. Today I was asked, or I think maybe over the weekend, I had an email from a department of the government who basically said, can you shoot? And I think it's like seminar type work. And I've done that in the past, but I think I'm going to start turning it down because it's not, I'm okay at it, but I don't enjoy it. And I think I want to do stuff that I'm passionate about, and I think I want to do stuff that keeps me at the top of my game. And I think what that is interacting with people to understand what their brand is, and deliver marketing and advertising videos for them, and thinking about basically like social media content and that sort of stuff. I don't think my skill set is like it's 80% on okay, to delivering, you know, effectively almost TV style productions. So I think along with cutting out bottom pieces that basically use a lot of time but don't develop a lot of money for the business, I think I'm going to start cutting away stuff that does not fit within my business model. And it seems a bit weird because it's going to turn down cash, and in a business world, is that a sensible solution? Not sure. But I also believe that I want to be passionate and I want to deliver a product that's, you know, what I think is 100%. I can't do any better. Yeah. So anyway, that's probably a rather long update for a Monday. Hopefully this new camera situation is far better, and the sound quality is still good. If not, I'll sort it out in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like, put the like button. If you want to see more of this sort of stuff, push the subscribe button. How's that for cheesy advertising?